Hey YouTubers, welcome to my channel. If you don't know me, I am a Montreal-based modern botanical illustrator, and I showcase my home decor, art, and hobbies on this channel. And I believe in living artfully and with intention every day. So today I'm going to take you on a tour of me organizing my very messy art portfolio. And they say that you should select 20 of your best works to put into your portfolio. Now, I think that's a little bit too limiting since the portfolio has 48 sleeves. So I figure I will fill the portfolio, and if the person viewing it wants to stop at 20, so be it. And I like the option of having having more and having a beautifully filled portfolio book. So if you're in the same boat as me, where your portfolio is a real mess, then maybe I can motivate or inspire you to do the same. So let's get into the meat of this video. By the way, my name is Giovanna. So this video is a long one, and it took a long time to edit, and it's still not edited down enough. But for time's sake, I'm just letting you know that we'll be jumping around in this video. So yeah, there's that. Back to the portfolio. So as you can see behind me on the floor over there, I have a huge messy pile of art prints that need to be organized, sifted through, and edited. So let's try to do it. So here's my big mess of prints. So these two are the same. So I'm going to keep the one that's already cropped and put the other one somewhere else. Then we'll look for something to go with it. This one is also a duplicate gold leaf artwork that I did. So I put the duplicate that doesn't have the gold leaf, the actual prints that I sell, I'll put that one aside. So then I'm seeing these pastel colored, so they must go together, like so. And this one too is pastel. They go together well. These three. I'm not sure that this one is a best of though. I quite like this one though. I've never sold any prints of it, but I do like it. It's an older illustration, maybe 2 or 3 years old, but they go well together. I'll put it in the maybe pile. So this one too is pastel. I don't know, it's not cropped. I have to crop it, but it doesn't quite go. This one and this one with this one. And this one. These can go in the pile. These were a series that I did back to back. So I guess they actually I like this one with this one side by side. The colors kind of complement each other, I think, well. So it goes in the 20 best of pile. But I was so stuck on this drawing. I spent so much time trying to get it right, and I still don't think I got it right. But I have another version I think I'll print, but I'll put this one in. I do like it. It's just not where I want it to be at. It's pretty recent. I call it Marie Antoinette because it's so maximalist and over the top. And Marie Antoinette was a fond lover of anything luxury and fashion. She would spend the equivalent of hundreds of thousands of dollars on clothing and jewelry. And so I decided I was going to put it as a standalone on the first page of my portfolio. These two that I can see automatically go together. These two were painted as a set, side by side. So I think this one goes in the 20 best ofs. Does this and this go together? So this also has some gold in it. But no, it doesn't go with this one. I'm not sure I like that. I'm not sure I like this one enough to go. We'll put this in the pile and look for something that goes with it. Oh, maybe this. Do these two go well? I think there's another one that will go better with maybe these two together, side by side. Put this in the pile of best ofs. This one will go well once I crop it. It has to be cropped, but these two can go together. So I'll put it in the best of pile. These go well together. They actually too were done in a series. I call it Ghost Flowers. Okay, we'll put this in the 20 pile, and then we'll edit them down as I organize them. These three go well together. No. Drawn in the style of moody art, which was very popular in the late 19th century. It's a very dramatic, redoute inspired florals on a black background, high contrast, very dramatic pinks and rose colors on a black background. These two will go in the pile. These go well together, I think. What do you think? These go in the 20 pile. Here's a purple one, purple roses that I painted. I don't love them side by side. These two might go side by side. Blossoms and I named this one after my Aunt Marlene, who was a big fan of mine. I appreciate her. I have a newer version of this one that I'll print. So I'll make a note of that. And these, I love this color scheme. I fell in love with it, and I'm actually making some prints for an Instagram home decor Insta in the UK. So I'm making her some of those colored prints because they go with her color scheme. These two go together. These two go together. These two are a variation on a theme. This one was a collaboration with At the Patient Artist. I'll link him down below on Insta. He did the rainbow part with watercolor dots, thousands of little watercolor dots he created, and I did the bottom part, the poppy meadow. And this is a variation of that one, an older variation. I just updated it. I guess they can go side by side together. Now this one, I'm stumped. I don't know what to put it with, but this is a good version of it, I think. You can see the gold coming through. They're not good prints, but they do go well together, I think. I called this leaf Nina Simone because I thought it was bombastic and kind of an homage to her. So these will make the pile. These more earthy tones. These two might go well together. For this one, I'm obsessed with symmetry. I need to crop this one, but it goes well with this one, I think. This one needs to be cropped. These both need to be cropped, but they might go well together. Yeah, I think they go well together. And I think it makes the cut, but I'm not sure what it goes well with. Maybe this one. These were made at a similar time. They both need to be cropped, but I guess they can go together. But I have a better version of this one somewhere. Yeah, this is the better version. Yeah, these two will go nicely side by side once I crop this one. Three kind of go nicely together. I think these two. Not quite happening, but I guess these two can go, or maybe this one. Yeah, these two go well side by side. Little mushroom print, that's an older one. And this meadow art print. I think these two go well together. This one I quite like. Morning glories, and I'll put it in the to-go in the portfolio pile, but I need to find something that goes nicely with it. This is a darker version of the other. I think this is the final that I went with, actually. So I'll put it in the pile and then edit it down. This is an old drawing. I have a new version of it. I'm gonna print it and use it. It's better than this one. So it goes in the portfolio pile. This is the black and white drawing, but I don't have it. I have other black and white drawings, but I haven't printed them. I used the pointillism technique on this one, which is hundreds, if not thousands, of tiny dots to create shading. It'll go in the pile. I'll find something to go with it. Oh, this is another black and white one. This is one of the first illustrations I made. Kind of psychedelic leaf. I guess these two can go together. Oh, I really like this one. It's really nothing special, but I call it Gem. I like the colors. It's an old one too. Maybe these two go well together. Same flower. Okay. Actually, they're already in the portfolio together. They go well together, I think. Yeah, these two they have nothing to do with each other. I didn't draw them to go with each other, but they kind of complement each other nicely in a weird way. These are already in the portfolio. I'm really happy with this one. I just, something about it makes it one of my favorites. And together they go. Yeah. Collaborations. So I cropped this one, I overcropped it, but it'll do for now. This is what it looks like. So I forgot about this one, Black Garden, which I like. So I'm going to replace it with, for this one, so here's what it looks like. I went ahead and put them in off camera. Okay, what's next? When you open it, it goes to this. I mean, I can also curate them better by style and stuff, but that's for another time. I really like this one. It's one of my favorites, actually. I call it Naif. This one was named after my sister, Maria. Electric Candy Meadow Garden. More of that. Crazy colors over the top. Maximalist. Ghost flowers. Neon colored flowers and inventions of flowers and poppies. This is, as I showed you before, the gold leaf. And this that I did at the YMCA when there was an electricity failure and it was minus 10 degrees out. We had no heat. So these moody floral art. Earthy toned meadow paintings, wildflowers and butterflies. Vibrant colors. Poppy meadow versions, variations on a theme. Over the top colors, as usual. Here are more earth tones. I don't do many earth tones. Sometimes I do them, but they don't inspire me as much as the color ones. So I found this to go with this one. This is also one of my favorites, but didn't sell that well. This one sells well, but this one doesn't. It's one of my favorites. I don't know, something about the simplicity and symmetry. And they go nicely together. Purples, turkey tail mushrooms, dandelion, aspen leaf, aspen leaf in decay, I should say, whirlwind and whirlwind variation on a theme, morning glory, abstract art, eclectic garden, I forget what this one's called. Hydrangea, wildflower meadow paintings in purples and lavenders, pink. And I found a home for the sky complexity at the end. So that's it for the first portfolio. I'm getting to work on the other one just now. I'll show you when I'm done. So I got to work on the second portfolio. And it looks like this. There was I call it softness, Zentangle, psychedelic, leaf, mushrooms, butterflies, forest art. I may have repeated these, but I'm not sure. Earth tones that I rarely do. Symmetrical and asymmetrical. Over the top, geometric, landscape, whatever you gotta call it. More forest art. I don't know if I would classify this as moody, but it could be moody floral art. I did repeat this one. This one is only in the second portfolio. This one's called Explosive. This one is called Into the Wild. These are leaves inspired by lotus leaves, of all things. This one was inspired by eucalyptus, but these are inspired by lotus. I don't know, I went to town on them. This one is more traditional lotus. This is a traditional lotus. This is just something that I invented in purples, but it looks black on camera, but it's dark purple. It came out a little too dark. This rose garden and peonies and ranunculus I named after my Aunt Marlene, who's my biggest fan. It's nice to have friends. This I repeated, it's a lighter version. This is an older work, maybe four years old. When I was doing this style of modern folk art meets Zentangle, psychedelic. These two are in a set. A lot of detail. More lotus leaves that I often do with the lotus flower inside. This is an old leaf that I drew in 2018, and then I just colored it and added some microorganisms to it. This one came out a little dark, but it's okay. These two sort of go together. Bird. I was going after something different, came out different. I'm not sure if I like it or not. This one I'm not too enthralled with either, which is why it's in the second portfolio. And these are old, like when I started using color in 2019, I was doing these geometric modern folk art things like I explained earlier. And these were part of the series. This is one of my favorite art pieces ever. It doesn't sell well, but it's nothing special. It just, the colors capture my heart somehow. Everything about it captures my heart. Another geometric mandala, modern folk art, sacred geometry, whatever you want to call it, and more of that in the same series. Geometric shapes, symmetrical folk art. Zen kind of feel to it because of the symmetry. There's an order and a symmetry to it. Brings order to my universe. This I repeated. These are leaves in decay, which I have in the other portfolio in different colors. More morning glories. This is vintage inspired. Vintage botanical art inspired. These I didn't know what to do with, so they went in to the end. Neon Meadow. This was done in 2018 when I was only doing black and white. psychedelic Zentangle art. And these I also did in 2019 when I first started using color. So they're older, but this is a bestseller of mine on Etsy. They go nicely together. I like the dusty blues and the pinks. And that is it. Well, thank you for accompanying me on this portfolio journey. I hope you enjoyed it. I feel kind of relieved that it's done because I've been pushing it so much. But yeah, so I'll see you in the next video where maybe I'll do a studio tour or something like that. So see you guys next time. Comment, like, share, subscribe. Like if you liked the video, dislike it if you didn't, and yeah, subscribe if you want. Okay, take care. I'll see you next time, guys.